And greetings, friends around the world. Yuri Bezmenov, the KGB defector, said that his department, the KGB, actively manipulated the press in the United States during the 60s. Here's an example of that manipulation. Hue, spelled H-U-E, is a town in South Vietnam. But nobody knows, nobody remembers the thousands who were slaughtered. These thousands who were slaughtered were people that were sympathetic to the United States and were hostile toward communism. They were identified, rounded up, and executed in one night. In this case, in Hue. 3,000 Vietnamese people who were anti-communist. 3,000 who were depending on the United States to protect them. The 400 recently buried victims were discovered September 29th in a heavily forested area in the Nam Hoa hamlet, about 15 kilometers from Hue. Woodcutters stumbled across the grisly discovery after a heavy rain exposed bodies in a common and shallow grave along a creek. Volunteers from the popular force were dispatched to the area to exhume the bodies. More than 24 mass graves have been found in the vicinity where the communists fought their last big battle with the Allies. The more than 2,000 bodies exhumed in and near this city usually were in areas where some of the heaviest fighting during the abortive communist attempt to take over Hue in February 1968 occurred. These communists fled after 2 days. Why would they flee? Why did they flee? Why did they flee? The communists retreated in the face of a determined onslaught by Allied troops to oust them from this city. Walter Cronkite called it a stalemate. It was no stalemate. It was a decisive defeat of the Viet Cong. The Tet Offensive was actually the end of the Viet Cong. It was the end of the war. It was the victory for South Vietnam and the United States. Walter Cronkite called it a stalemate. He called the war unwinnable.